In this lesson, we're going to talk more about appearance, and the next item here under appearance is menus. So we briefly looked at how to create menus, how to use the menus. So this lesson, we're going to get deeper into menus. So initially we see we've got Manage Customizer. We've got that help again. So help is on every page. And help is really great because it gives you quick insight on what you can do with that page that you're on. So with menus, you can customize your navigation menus here, and they can be used for displaying these menus, can be used and displayed throughout your site. So they don't necessarily need to be at the top, they can be in sidebars and so on. Here you can create, you can edit, and you can delete different menus. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a brand new menu. So brand new menu, and create a menu. So we start off by giving the menu a name, and then from here we can actually add in all the different pages. So under this menu, I want to add in all the pages. So I can just do select all. I'm going to add all of these pages to the menu. And then this gives us the ability to change, customize what we're calling it. So we can use the default one, or we could create our own. We can also move it up and down. We can see what the original, and we can cancel it, and so on. We also have the ability to go through posts. So if we actually had a really cool post and we wanted to add it to our menu, well, this is how we could do that. So now we've added an actual post to our menu, and we get the same options here that we had here with the actual pages. And as well, if you want to link out to another website or something like that, then this is where you could enter in that custom URL. And I could add that simply to the menu as well. And one last item that we can add to the menu is categories. So if I want to have my portfolio, and generally you probably wouldn't want to do this one because it's nested in, but we did it anyway, so we've added that to the menu. So a whole bunch of new items in the menu, and now I'm ready to save that menu. There's another option here for managing menu locations. So right now our primary menu is going to be the My Menu, but now I'm going to change that to the brand new menu. There's also an option for social links menu. So if you're linking out to all of your social properties, you can use that. If the theme calls for it, if it has options for the menus, you can always add those in. So now I've updated it with the brand new menu. I can go back out to the site. And we'll just see what this looks like. So here we see on the right hand side, this is where our menu sits on this particular theme. And again, this type of stuff is always theme specific. So it doesn't necessarily mean that this menu is showing up here on my site and it can't show up anywhere else. The menus are all another good thing about WordPress is the way it structures things. Things are treated as objects. So this menu is an object. It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be in this spot, or you could completely remove it. If you don't want it there, you can update it and so on. So going back into the widgets, we can see here that we've got the ability to add a custom menu to our sidebar. So if we did want to have one of those, if we did have a social menu or social media menu, and we just did something like that, we could add that menu in really easily into our website and our theme. So because this theme has this menu up here, it doesn't really give us a lot of options to move that menu around. We can, however, do menu customizer. So we can select the menus, we can update them, manage the locations. So we don't necessarily need to have a menu. If we save it like this, I believe this should get rid of the menu. So this would be the way to remove it. If we didn't want this default menu in the theme, we didn't want this particular piece showing up, we could remove it in that format as well. But again, keeping in mind that if you do have static pages, you do want to have menus, and you do want to have the ability to navigate to those menus. And also, again, depending on the theme, and here we've got some options to manage the menus. So we can quickly update what menus are showing up, and our social links menus as well. There's not a whole lot more options for menus. If we want to change that color, that's again within that theme color. And again, each theme will be different. So depending on your theme is going to be what your options you have available for you. So now we can go back to the dashboard, and in the next upcoming lessons we're going to cover off more about appearance, so adding in your custom headers, background, and editors. And a lot of this stuff we've already looked at, but the editor is going to be one thing that's going to be really interesting when it comes to customizing your actual template and theme.